What's up guys, it's Punchy, and if you couldn't tell by the introduction, we're talking about the Markor's Inheritor. I'm a big fan of heavy weapons that introduce new gameplay because I'm sick of giant basic swords that just do damage. Ever since its introduction in Layer 2, this weapon has barely seen the light of day, and I rarely see people play with it. To be honest, the only place I see Markor's Inheritor is on the diver NPCs in Castle Light, nowhere else. If I open up the wiki, it's basically empty. I mean, you can see the stats and where it drops, but that's about it. I think that tells you a lot because nobody in the community is really talking about this weapon and how interesting it is. Anyway, the drawing factor of this greatsword is the unique fist critical that's mixed in with the basic greatsword M1s. Nothing else in the game is like this. The Markor's Inheritor requires 30 heavy and 10 strength, so its stats are pretty underwhelming. Regardless, I will say it's one of the most fun weapons in the entire game that I've played with, and it's so much better than using the First Light. The First Light, that weapon has underwhelming stats and barely anything that changes up its gameplay. I mean, come on, how can this weapon be more unique than a super rare drop? I just don't get it. The Markor's Inheritor is much more powerful than you think. With the speed-based greatsword build, there are a lot of creative uses for this fist critical. A lot of players don't expect this strange animation and fast wind-up of the Neve stomp, and it really works. I enjoy running up to people and pressuring them with the greatsword M1s and then sliding and killing my momentum with the Neve crit. It's hard for people to deal with, and it's very satisfying to break their posture. Despite having underwhelming stats, I think a build that utilizes the elastic or chilling enchant could be very fun to play with this weapon. With that in mind, you don't really have to worry about players escaping your range, and you can stomp them literally. If I were to ask the devs for a new alloyed weapon, my first pick would be the Markor's Inheritor. With an alloy, if you put this on a weapon that's unique, it will still be viable later on in the endgame. Its stomp critical attack and strange playstyle stand out from the rest, so it might be worth checking out. Again, this isn't anything meta breaking because the stats are so low, but it's definitely worth talking about. If the devs are listening, please alloy this weapon or make other greatswords with this fist stomp. It's just super cool. Anyway, that's all for now, and let me know down below if you want to see more strange combos and weapons hidden away in the world of Deepwoken. Make sure to like and subscribe because we're almost at 50,000 subscribers. Thanks and have a good one.